Deep within your brain lies a structure so powerful it can control your every move, the basal ganglia. These four egg-shaped masses of nerve cells are responsible for controlling voluntary movements. But they do much more than that. Keep watching to find out what they are and how they affect your daily life. The basal ganglia are a group of interconnected structures that sit deep in the cerebral cortex, the wrinkled outer layer of the brain. They are called the basal ganglia because they are situated in the base or bottom part of the brain, close to the brainstem. Despite being deep and hidden, these structures have a huge impact on your daily life. In fact, you can't do anything without them. But don't worry, that's a good thing. The basal ganglia help initiate and maintain the muscle activity needed for movement, such as walking, talking, and chewing. Without them, even simple actions would be difficult to perform. They also play a role in motor learning, which is why they are involved in the acquisition of new skills such as riding a bike or playing an instrument. But that's not all. The basal ganglia are also involved in cognitive and emotional functions, including decision-making, habit formation, and addiction. They do this by interacting with other brain regions, such as the cerebral cortex and the cerebellum. So now you know what the basal ganglia are and how they affect your daily life. But what happens when something goes wrong with these structures? That's where things get really interesting. Basal ganglia dysfunction can lead to a variety of symptoms depending on which structure is affected and the severity of the dysfunction. Some common symptoms include tremors, involuntary movements, rigidity, slowness of movement, and balance problems. These symptoms can be mild or severe and can vary from person to person. For example, some people may experience mild tremors or stiffness, while others may have more severe symptoms that affect their ability to function independently. In addition to the motor symptoms mentioned above, basal ganglia dysfunction can also cause cognitive and emotional problems. These can include difficulties with attention, memory, and executive functioning, as well as changes in mood and behavior. There are several conditions that can affect the basal ganglia, such as Parkinson's disease, Huntington's disease, and Tourette syndrome. Each of these conditions has its own unique set of symptoms and challenges. For example, Parkinson's disease is characterized by the presence of Lewy bodies in the substantia nigra, a part of the basal ganglia. This leads to the death of dopamine-producing neurons, resulting in the motor symptoms of the disease. Overall, basal ganglia dysfunction can have a profound impact on a person's life. The symptoms can be physically and emotionally draining, making everyday tasks challenging and impacting a person's quality of life. It's important to remember that each person is affected differently and the severity of symptoms can vary. However, with proper treatment and support, many people with basal ganglia disorders can live full and meaningful lives.